All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Jonah Johnson, and as you can see, I'm here to talk about marijuana and its negative effects, where it can lead you in life, and also how it can affect others around you, including your own children. So, to begin with, marijuana is often referred to as a gateway drug or as an. Fuck. Let's redo it. Let's go. Hello, everyone. My name is Jonah Johnson, and I'm here to talk about the dangers of marijuana. To begin with, marijuana is considered a gateway drug. According to an article on the CDC website, people who use marijuana and go on often go on to other drugs may have a higher chance of addiction. With that being said, addiction rates of marijuana are extremely high. Plenty of people partake in the drug, and it's different forms such as edibles, there's things called dab pens, and there's also other forms such as waxes and stuff like that. But it's often stigmatized with being known to make the user lazy, unmotivated, and a gateway drug that segues its user into other extreme drugs such as Molly, cocaine, and a number of other drugs that we are not going to list today. So, another thing that often plays into marijuana usage is family history. Some families have mothers and fathers, cousins, sisters, or some kids don't even aren't even raised with, guardians. But some guardians do smoke weed. I've had friends whose guardians smoked weed they offered their kids to smoke weed and they're just fine with it. But a lot of times those families were, I don't want to say low income, but they weren't the highest earners. They weren't as productive coming home from work, just sitting down and rolling a blunt and getting it started, which oftentimes leads to anxiety and depression. Those people don't really have the highest quality of life. Sometimes the thing that they're most excited for is to come home and roll up and that's it. Sit in one spot all day or even eat. And and oftentimes it's also used alongside tobacco products, which we all know about tobacco, highly addictive, can cause cancer, all kinds of stuff. Another thing that leads into marijuana usage is peer pressure. Oftentimes, people find themselves with friends that smoke weed, like as I said earlier, or just at a party and it's offered to them, and there it is. There's the beginning of it all, which is my second point. Marijuana can have negative effects on your studying, on pregnancy. If you're an athlete, if you're a hooper like myself, it can throw off your timing of your jump shot, your movements in general, and you don't want to get behind the wheel on marijuana. I know if you ask anybody who smokes weed, they'd say, I drive fine on weed. I do just as good as anyone else does. Oftentimes, that's not really true. There's a lot of accidents that have come as a result of smoking weed. So, mental health is often associated with weed. Some people feels like it relaxes them. Others know that it heightens their depression and anxiety, how they move and how they act towards people. And it can also cause permanent IQ loss that you're not going to be able to recover that. I said permanent. But and the way it affects pregnancy is it affects fetal growth, the child's brain development, and cognitive function. Oftentimes, kids come out with um, things such as asthma and not being able to associate certain things with other things, learning disabilities as well. And so, according to an article, Using marijuana can affect performance and how well people do in life as well, as I said earlier. With the emergence of problems in everyday life, people find themselves turning to marijuana for almost any situation that they're in. If they're happy, they're going to smoke. If they're sad, they're going to smoke. If they're hungry, they're going to smoke. Some people use it as a crutch. And, they're irritated and hopeless without it. It's almost as bad as smoking cigarettes. Marijuana disorders are often associated with dependence. An article on the National Institute of Drug Abuse titled Is Marijuana Addictive? Large results of marijuana or large doses can often boost your tolerance, which means you need more and more and more in order to get the same effect that you were chasing when you first smoked weed. And that results in spending more money, spending more time being high, and not getting anything from it, and also damaging your lungs. We can't forget about that. Covering your lungs in black crayon, slit, smoke, everything. I mean, that's really bad if you ask me. I wouldn't want to deal with that myself. Marijuana also leads to procrastination. Procrastination often is the killer of success, as we all know. So, as I have said, the next time you're offered the ganja, reassure yourself who you are and whether or not you can handle what comes with it, such as losing your motor functioning, being able to drive, wasting your money. That is one of the biggest things, being lazy. Um, Also resulting in anxiety, depression. If you know you have those things, then just put the weed down. I know that your friends may say, hey, this will relax you, but that, honest to God, isn't the truth. It can lead you to dark places. It can lead you to using drugs such as cocaine, Molly, and even shooting up crack or even fentanyl, which is now a huge thing in places like Houston. Weed is being mixed with fentanyl, and some people even spray Raid, which is bug spray on weed. So please, for your safety and the safety of others, do not smoke weed. Thank you guys. My name is Jonah Johnson.